You've seen a lot of dogs in your life. Labs that never stop wagging, Goldens that love everyone, Huskies that scream like toddlers. But every single time a German Shepherd walks into the room, something shifts. People straighten up, conversations pause. Even other dogs seem to reconsider their life choices. And it's not just the look, it's something deeper, something you can feel before you can explain it. In the next few minutes, you're going to find out exactly what that something is. Not the recycled facts you've heard 100 times, but 14 specific, strange, and genuinely impressive things about German Shepherds that put them in a category no other breed can touch. Stick with me, because reason number 9 is the one most owners don't realize they're living with until years into the relationship. 1. They choose one person without you asking them to. Most breeds love the whole family. German Shepherds love the whole family too, but they quietly pick a favorite, and they do it on their own terms. You don't get to apply for the job. You don't get to bribe your way in with treats. They watch you for weeks, sometimes months, studying how you move, how you speak, how you handle stress. And then one day you'll notice they've started positioning themselves between you and the door. That's the moment. You've been chosen. And from that day forward, you have a shadow with paws. It's a level of selective devotion you simply don't get with breeds that love everyone equally. 2. Their ears are basically a mood ring you can read across the room. You can have an entire silent conversation with a German Shepherd just by watching their ears. One ear forward, one ear sideways means they're listening to you and something else at the same time, usually a sound you can't even hear yet. Both ears pinned slightly back but relaxed means they're content and tuned into you. Both ears rigid and forward means something is about to happen and you should probably look up from your phone. Once you learn to read them, you'll realize your dog has been telling you about the mailman, the neighbor's cat, and the storm rolling in 15 minutes before any of it arrives. No other breed gives you this level of real-time intel through body language alone. 3. They have a working brain that needs a job, not just exercise. Here's where a lot of new owners get tripped up. You take your German Shepherd on a 2-hour hike, you come home exhausted, and your dog is staring at you like, okay, cool warm-up, what's next? That's because this breed wasn't built just to move, it was built to think while moving. You can run them until their legs ache, and their mind will still be wide awake, looking for a problem to solve. Give them a scent puzzle, a training drill, a task with a beginning and an end, and you'll see them settle in a way that physical exercise never produces. They're one of the only breeds where mental work tires them out faster than physical work, and once you understand that, your whole relationship changes. 4. They were engineered, not just bred. Most dog breeds evolved slowly over centuries through casual selection. The German Shepherd is different. In the late 1800s, a German cavalry officer named Max von Stephanitz decided to create the perfect working dog from scratch, using strict criteria around intelligence, structure, courage, and trainability. He documented everything. He kept meticulous bloodlines. He essentially treated the breed like an engineering project with a clear design brief. That's why when you look at a well-bred German Shepherd today, every angle of their body, every proportion, every instinct has a reason behind it. You're not just owning a dog, you're owning the result of one man's obsession with building the ultimate four-legged partner, and that intentionality still shows up in every generation. 5. They read human emotion at a level that's almost uncomfortable. You've probably had this moment. You're sitting on the couch, you're not crying, you're not even sighing. You're just thinking about something heavy, and your German Shepherd quietly gets up, walks over, and presses against your leg without making eye contact. They didn't see a tear, they didn't hear a sob. They picked up on a shift in your breathing, a change in your posture, maybe even a chemical signal in your skin. Studies on this breed consistently show they're among the top dogs for detecting subtle human emotional states, and anyone who's lived with one will tell you it sometimes feels like they know what's wrong before you do. 6. Their trot is genuinely unique in the dog world. Watch a German Shepherd move at a relaxed pace, and you'll see something you don't see in other breeds. It's called the flying trot,
and it's a smooth, ground-covering gait where the front and back legs reach far past each other with almost no wasted motion. Other breeds bounce, other breeds shuffle. The German Shepherd glides. This wasn't accidental. The breed was developed to patrol miles of pasture every single day without burning out, so their entire skeletal structure is tuned for efficient long-distance movement. The next time you see one trotting alongside their owner, watch the back legs. You'll notice they cross under the body in a way that looks almost feline. No other dog moves quite like this. 7. They have a specific Velcro behavior that other loyal breeds don't have. A lot of breeds are called loyal. A lot of breeds will follow you around the house. But German Shepherds do something slightly different that owners call the lean. They'll come over, stand next to you, and gently transfer some of their body weight onto your leg, your hip, or your back. It's not a hug, it's not begging, it's a physical statement that says, "I'm here, you're mine, and I trust you enough to put part of myself on you." Puppies start doing it within weeks of bonding, and adult dogs do it for the rest of their lives. It's such a specific, consistent behavior in this breed that trainers actually use it as a sign that a shepherd has fully accepted their owner.
Number 8. They age into their intelligence in a way that surprises everyone. A German Shepherd puppy can be a tornado. They chew, they nip, they bark at shadows, they test every rule you set, and somewhere around month 8 you start to wonder if you've made a terrible mistake. Then around 18 months to 2 years, something clicks. The chaos quiets, the eyes get steadier, the dog starts anticipating what you want before you ask. By age 3, you're living with a different animal, a thoughtful, deliberate, almost philosophical version of the puppy you raised. Most breeds don't change this dramatically. With a German Shepherd, the dog you bring home at 8 weeks is genuinely not the dog you'll be living with at 3 years, and the upgrade is staggering. Number 9. They develop a personalized vocabulary that's specific to you. This is the one most owners don't realize until years in. German Shepherds don't just learn commands, they build a private language with their person. Over time, your dog starts responding to phrases you've never formally trained. The way you say, "You ready?" before a walk. The specific tone you use when you're about to leave. The word you mutter under your breath when you can't find your keys. They map these phrases to outcomes and remember them indefinitely. Owners of older shepherds often discover their dog knows over 200 words and phrases, and most of them were never deliberately taught. You didn't train a dog, you raised a linguist. Number 10. Their bark has different dialects. You've heard your dog bark 100 times, but have you really listened? A German Shepherd has at least 5 distinct bark types, and they're not interchangeable. There's the alert bark, sharp and clipped, meant to inform you. There's the warning bark, deeper and slower, meant to inform whoever is on the other side of the door. There's the play bark, higher and rhythmic. There's the frustration bark, almost whiny when they can see something they can't reach. And then there's the one most people don't recognize, the talking bark, a soft, mumbly grumble that only comes out when they're trying to have a conversation with you. Other breeds bark, shepherds communicate. Number 11. They have a built-in sense of fairness. This one sounds strange until you see it happen. German Shepherds are one of the few breeds that visibly react to unfairness. If you have 2 dogs and you give one a treat and skip the other, most breeds will just hope for theirs next time. A shepherd will stare at you. Not beg, stare. They'll register that something was unequal, and they'll let you know with their eyes that they noticed. Researchers have actually documented this kind of inequity aversion in dogs, and shepherds tend to score on the higher end of that response. It's part of what makes them such effective working partners. They have an internal sense of how things are supposed to go, and they hold you to it. Number 12. Their coat is a 2-layer climate system. You probably know German Shepherds shed. What you might not know is why. Their coat isn't just fur, it's a layered system designed for working outdoors in conditions that would wreck most breeds. The outer layer is coarse and slightly water-resistant, built to shed dirt, light rain, and debris. The undercoat is dense, soft, and acts as insulation, trapping warm air in winter and, surprisingly, blocking heat in summer.
Twice a year, that undercoat blows, meaning it releases in massive quantities to prepare for the next season. So when you're vacuuming what feels like an entire second dog off your couch in spring, just remember, your dog is literally swapping outfits for the weather. No other common breed has this exact dual-layer engineering tuned for such a wide temperature range. Number 13. They're one of the few breeds that will self-handicap when playing. Watch a German Shepherd play with a small dog, a child, or a puppy, and you'll see something genuinely remarkable. They drop to their elbows, they soften their bite to almost nothing, they slow their movements down by about half. They're physically capable of overpowering almost any playmate, and they know it, so they deliberately throttle themselves to keep the game fun for everyone. This behavior is called self-handicapping, and while plenty of dogs do it occasionally, shepherds do it consistently and intentionally. It's a sign of social intelligence that goes beyond instinct. They're not just playing, they're managing the play. Number 14. They quietly become the emotional center of your home. This is the one that sneaks up on you. You bring a German Shepherd home thinking you're getting a dog, a companion, maybe a protector. A year goes by, 2 years, 5 years, and one day you realize something has shifted. You don't make plans without thinking about them. You don't walk into a room without scanning for them. You don't fall asleep at night without hearing them settle. And when something good happens in your life, the first thing you want to do is tell them. Other breeds become family. German Shepherds become structural. They don't just live in your home, they hold it together in a way you don't fully understand until they're gone. And that's why almost every owner of one ends up getting another. Once you've lived with that level of presence, no other dog quite fills the shape they leave behind. So there you have it. 14 reasons German Shepherds aren't just another breed on the list, they're in a class of their own. And honestly, this list could have been 30. If you're already living with one, you probably nodded through half of these and laughed at the other half because you've seen every single one play out in your own home. If you're thinking about bringing one into your life, take this as fair warning. They're not a casual dog, they're a commitment, a partner, and a presence that will quietly rewire how you see every other dog you meet for the rest of your life. If this hit home for you, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next deep dive. Drop a comment telling me which reason describes your Shepherd the best, and if you've got a specific breed you want me to break down next, leave it below. Until then, give your dog a scratch behind the ears from me, and I'll see you in the next one.